Man of Steel is a 2013 American superhero movie based on the DC Comics superhero Superman. Let us know what you think of this film. Do you like the casting of Michael Shannon as General Zod? How about Henry Cavill as Superman? You can let us know in the comments below. But before we start with the trivia, let us wish a very happy birthday to our creator Karan Shah. Also, let us thank our top supporters whose support helps us immensely in creating these videos. So here are the top facts about Man of Steel. Number 40. Man of Steel is the first installment in the DC Extended Universe or DCEU shared movie series. It is the first Superman movie since the Christopher Reeve series ended in 1987. For the first time, Superman is seen as a main character alongside Batman, played by Ben Affleck, and Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman in Batman v Superman. Dawn of Justice, released in 2016. No. 39. Zack Snyder directed the movie with a screenplay written by David S. Goyer, who worked with Snyder on the Dark Knight trilogy. The movie is produced by Christopher Nolan and his wife Emma Thomas through their company Syncope, along with Charles Roven and Deborah Snyder. The budget of this movie was estimated to be around $225 million US, and it grossed over $668 million US worldwide. No. 38. The movie received generally positive reviews from critics with praise for its visuals, action sequences, musical score, casting, and themes. However, it received criticism for its darker tone and some aspects of the plot. Despite this, it won several awards and nominations, including a Saturn Award for Best Fantasy Film. Number 37. The cast includes Michael Shannon as General Zod, Kevin Costner as Jonathan Kent, Russell Crowe as Scientist Jor-El, Diane Lane as Martha Kent, Amy Adams as Lois Lane, and Laurence Fishburne as Perry White. Other notable cast members include Ayelet Zurer as Lara Lorvan, Antje Traue as Fowlerl, Christopher Meloni as Colonel Nathan Hardy, and Richard Schiff as Dr. Emil Hamilton. Number 36. Henry Cavill was cast in the role of Superman, marking his return to the superhero genre after his portrayal of the DC Comics villain Hannibal King in the 2005 movie adaptation of Constantine. During the casting process, there were rumors that the studio executives wanted Tom Cruise or even George Clooney to play the role of Superman. No. 35. Kal-El's age as a baby, an infant, and a young child in the film was never specified, and there was no explanation for how many years passed between those stages of his life. However, director Zack Snyder clarified that Kal-El was approximately 33 years old when the movie began. By the end of the film, he would have been 34. No. 34. The rights to Superman reverted back to DC Comics from the estate of producer Alexander Salkind in 2011, allowing Warner Brothers to produce a new Superman movie. After being dormant for over a decade, the project was announced in June 2011, with production beginning in early 2012 and release in June 2013. No. 33. Filming took place in various locations including Canada, Illinois, Michigan, Missouri, and the U.S. state of Kentucky, most notably in and around the city of Metropolis. Several cities in Canada served as filming locations for Metropolis, including Vancouver, North Vancouver, Langley, Burnaby, and Hope. Filming wrapped up in October 2011. Number 32. Visual effects companies Industrial Light and Magic and Weta Digital were responsible for the visual effects for the movie. Their work included creating Krypton, the Fortress of Solitude, the World Engine, and various other scenes. Number 31. Hans Zimmer, who previously composed music for the Dark Knight trilogy, scored the soundtrack for Man of Steel. The score was nominated for numerous awards and was praised for its use of traditional orchestral instruments, as well as electronic elements to represent Superman's origin and powers. No. 30. Jerry Siegel and Joe Shuster created the character Superman in 1938, initially appearing in comic books published by Detective Comics. Superman's popularity quickly led to adaptations in other media, including radio, film, television, and video games. Number 29. Over the years, several actors have portrayed Superman, including Kirk Ellen, George Reeves, Christopher Reeve, Dean Cain, and Brandon Routh. Man of Steel marks a departure from previous Superman movies in terms of tone and origin story. Number 28. Director Zack Snyder aimed to portray a more realistic and gritty version of Superman, staying true to the character's core values and themes. The movie draws inspiration from the new Kryptonian storyline from the comics, which depicts the destruction of Krypton and the arrival of Superman on Earth. Number 27. General Zod's appearance and characterization in Man of Steel differ from previous portrayals. Michael Shannon's Zod is depicted as a ruthless and uncompromising military leader, driven by his belief in Krypton's superiority and his desire to redeem himself. Number 26. The movie explores themes of identity, belonging, and responsibility. Clark struggles with his dual nature as both a Kryptonian and a human, and grapples with the weight of his extraordinary powers and the expectations placed upon him. Number 25. The battle between Superman and General Zod. In Metropolis is one of the movie's climaxes and showcases the power and destructive potential of both characters. The fight highlights the stakes of the conflict and the personal cost of war. No. 24. In Man of Steel. Krypton is portrayed as a technologically advanced civilization with a strong military presence and a rigid social hierarchy. The planet's eventual destruction serves as a cautionary tale about the dangers of unchecked ambition and the importance of environmental responsibility. Number 23. The movie establishes a connection between Krypton and Earth through the presence of kryptonite, a mineral from Krypton that is harmful to Superman. The discovery of kryptonite on Earth raises questions about the history of both planets and the possibility of other connections. Number 22. Man of Steel introduces the concept of the Fortress of Solitude, a hidden sanctuary that contains valuable information and resources related to Kryptonian history and culture. The fortress serves as a place of refuge and discovery for Clark, as he learns more about his heritage. No. 21. The Daily Planet, a prominent fixture in Superman lore, appears in Man of Steel as the workplace of Lois Lane and other journalists. The planet's role in the film is to provide a setting for Clark, to develop his career and forge connections that will help him become a respected member of society. No. 20. Perry White, the gruff but supportive editor of the Daily Planet, plays a significant role in guiding and mentoring Clark Kent as he navigates the world of journalism. White's skepticism towards Clark's stories about Superman eventually turns into acceptance and admiration. No. 19. The Smallville, where Clark grows up, is a fictional town that has become synonymous with Superman's origins. In Man of Steel, Smallville is portrayed as a close-knit community that provides a sense of normalcy and belonging for Clark as he hides his Kryptonian heritage. No. 18. The character of Lex Luthor does not appear in Man of Steel, but the movie leaves the door open for his potential involvement in future installments. The ending credits scene hints at Luthor's possible interest in Superman and the implications of his presence. Number 17. The movie portrays a realistic depiction of Superman's powers, abilities, and limitations, grounding the character in a more relatable way. Clark struggles with controlling his powers and understanding their full potential, making him more vulnerable and human-like. No. 16. In Man of Steel, Clark Kent's romantic relationship with Lois Lane develops gradually as they work together to uncover the truth about Superman and his connection to Krypton. The chemistry between Henry Cavill and Amy Adams contributes to the film's romantic subplot. Number 15. The movie explores the idea of hope as a central theme, Superman representing a symbol of hope for humanity in the face of adversity. Clark's unwavering optimism and determination to do good serve as an inspiration to those around him. Number 14. The movie uses the phrase, "You will give the people of Earth an ideal to strive for," which reflects the notion that Superman represents an ideal of goodness and justice that people should aspire to. This statement emphasizes the character's importance as a symbol of hope and inspiration. No. 13. The dialogue, "I'm only as strong as my weakest link," spoken by Jor-El, suggests that Superman's strength and capabilities are determined by his vulnerabilities and limitations. This idea underscores the complexity of the character and the challenges he faces in balancing his Kryptonian and human sides. Number 12. The line, "My world was destroyed because of our hubris," delivered by Jor-El, conveys the consequences of Krypton's arrogance and exploitation of its resources. This statement highlights the importance of environmental responsibility and the dangers of unchecked technological advancement. No. 11. The Black Zero line uttered by General Zod refers to the point of no return for Krypton, indicating the planet's ultimate fate and the irreversible damage that has been done. This concept serves as a warning about the destructive nature of war and extremism. Number 10. The never surrender quote spoken by General Zod embodies his unwavering determination and commitment to his mission, even in the face of overwhelming odds. This statement reflects Zod's belief in the superiority of Krypton and his willingness to do whatever it takes to achieve his goals. No. 9. They're real, these monsters you see. But we have a choice. Either we punish them, or we try to understand them. This line spoken by Jor-El suggests that Kryptonians are capable of both good and evil, and that it is ultimately up to individuals to choose between right and wrong. This statement challenges the simplistic view of good versus evil and encourages empathy and understanding. Number 8. Jor-El says, "There's always hope," which is a recurring theme in Superman narratives. Even in the darkest moments, Superman never gives up hope, believing that there is always something worth fighting for. Number 7. The line, "We can't save everyone, but maybe showing them we care might be enough," reflects the dilemma faced by Superman and other heroes who want to help people, but recognize their own limitations. This statement acknowledges the tragic reality that sometimes saving everyone is not possible. No. 6. Don't waste your powers, son. Use them to help people is Jonathan Kent's advice to Clark, embodying the values of compassion, empathy, and service to others. Jonathan recognizes the potential for good that lies within Clark and encourages him to use his abilities responsibly. Number 5. The line, "Do you really think I could have stopped it?" spoken by General Zod, expresses his inner turmoil and struggle with guilt and responsibility. Despite his actions, Zod still feels remorse and wonders if he could have prevented Krypton's destruction. No. 4. "You have my permission to destroy him," said by General Zod to one of his soldiers, highlighting the ruthlessness and determination of Zod's mission to eliminate Superman.